ornaments today on these, I can't stop laughing, these little ornament wood blanks. Now, I bought mine from Inga at Enchanted Wood Designs. I know. I can't. Y'all, don't make me laugh, man. But you can get these wood blanks at Michael's and Hobby Lobby. They're just little ornament blanks, okay? So we're going to work on those. And the first thing, hey, Lynn from Georgia. Oh, my God. Only me, guys. I'm the 15th person, and I feel fairly certain nobody else has done that. Okay, so look, guys, we're going to use all the things that you can find at your local hobby store, okay? The first piece we're going to do is a snowman. And on the wood blanks, all I did was use the Crafters acrylic white and painted out my entire, thank you for sprinkling, I painted out my entire little ornament you can see in white. It took 2 coats. So I did 2 coats of white. And then I took one of my favorite things, which is, oh my God, Rub and Buff Gold. And I just, if you can see, I just went around the top of the ornament and around all the edge with my finger. I'm going to do this one just so you can see. Oh, my Lord. So just get a teeny bit on your finger, and I just dab it on the top of that ornament. And then I'll get a little bit more, and then I'm just going to rub my finger around the edge and just get a little bit of gold on the outside. Just gives it a little pop of color, a little extra something, something. So that's all there is to that. 2 coats of white and a little bit of gold around the edges. You could just use gold paint, whatever. I know, I'm dying. My stomach hurts now. I'm dying. That was crazy. It wasn't even like something pretty. It wasn't even like something pretty. It had to be like a monster. Okay, so how we're going to make our snowman, guys, is using these glass floral beads that you can get at Hobby Lobby. This whole bag was $3, guys. Okay, so we're going to use 3 of these. Let me get 3 of them out. I already have 3 out. We're going to use 3 of these for our snowman. So we are going to just use a dab of glue and glue these 3 little pieces. Oh my God. We're going to glue these 3 little pieces on to our ornament. Oh my God, I'm dying. My stomach hurts. Oh. Okay, so I can't even think about what I'm doing now. I'm sorry. I can't even think about it. That was crazy. I have no concentration skills whatsoever right now. Somebody's going to have to tell me when my time is up. Okay, so on these 3 little beads, what I did to make my snowman face was just added a little face using orange paint and black paint. Let's do that real quick. So I'm using the stylus, which is just a little metal-tipped object. It's just got like a little ball on the end. So I'm going to take my little snowman head, and I'm going to give him 2 eyeballs, and we'll do his mouth. We're going to start in the middle, and then we'll do 1, 2, give him a little smile, 3, 4. I can't even think about what I'm doing, guys. I'm done. I'm dead, man. Okay, and now you're just going to see how much, that was like, oh, so much paint. So now I'm going to take this same stylus dipped in my orange. I can't even breathe. And I'm just going to make a tiny little nose, okay? So I'm just going to take right there and just point down like a little carrot nose. So cute. Now he has to have little buttons on his, going down his shirt as well, or down his belly. Not his shirt. I guess he's not clothed. I can't breathe. Oh. So I'm going to go back into my black, and I'm going to give him 2 buttons on this middle piece, and then one kind of at the top on that piece. Now, we don't have time to wait for these to dry. We don't have time to wait for these to dry. I have too many scary faces to make. So I already prepared my little cute snowman, and he's dry. I have black paint on my hands. Oh my gosh, I'm not ever going to get over that. And I'm going to tilt him just a little bit like he's leaning, and we're going to make him a cute little hat, okay? So you guys know, I don't know if you guys know who I am. My name is Cindy Manley. I'm with Art Shattered. I do glass art with resin and glass. So what I'm going to do now is make him a cute little hat out of glass. Now this piece right here is a mosaic sheet glass that I got from Hobby Lobby. So all I did was cut, using my scoring tool, I cut a small piece off, and then I'm gonna make it even smaller, and I'm gonna use my running pliers to break that off so I have the size piece that I want. Okay, so I'm gonna keep making that smaller and smaller. I can't even, y'all, I swear to God, I have no concentration skill right now whatsoever. So I just keep making it smaller until I get the size I want. So let's break that. I know, God. So that's that'll be 2 snowman hats right there. So there we have the top of 2 snowman hats. So now we need to make the, what do you call it? The, oh, you know what I'm talking about, the brim. So I just cut the whole thing. Oh my God, I cut the whole thing to make him a cute little hat, okay? So we're gonna put his cute little hat on him. Oh my gosh. You guys, yeah, if you want to see more ridiculousness, just please follow my page over on artshattered.com. And I promise not to make that scary face at you guys again, but I will try to entertain you in some way, just not like that. Okay? So, I just cut some little bitty pieces using a scoring tool and my wheeled nippers, or my running pliers, to make the little hat pieces. These ornaments are, let's see, I know that the ones at Hobby Lobby are 4 inches. These are, let's see, these are 3 inches across. So that's going to be a 3-inch ornament. So look, we have ourselves a cute little snowman, but he's cold. He needs a scarf. So I'm going to take some green. I didn't have red, which would have been my preference. So I'm just going to take some green, and these are called wheeled nippers, and I'm just going to press down and just nip a few little pieces of green to make myself scarves. Though, you know, there's no rhyme or reason. You're not trying to do anything specific. Just nip a few little pieces. And so then you're going to take 2 of them, and I'm still dying. Oh, Lord have mercy. So you're going to take those 2 little baby pieces, and there you have yourself a cute little snowman. Now he needs to be glued down. I can't even think about what I'm doing anymore, guys. I swear. That was a little much for me. Only when you're going live publicly on somebody else's page does something like that happen. So, are these not cute? So I am going to do one more quick one. I don't know how much time I have left, maybe 5 minutes, so I may not have time. But I'm going to do one more quick thing before I do resin. And if I run out of time, Melanie, just go away from me, and maybe somebody can come back and watch the replay after, and that way they get to see my scary self. So using the same scoring tool, I have scored this tiny strip of glass, and I'm going to make myself a little cross using that little bitty strip. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue to my ornament. and make myself a little baby cross. I don't even know what to say. I'm even shaking because that was freaky. That was like, what just happened? So I've got myself this cute, tiny little cross, but it looks a little naked, don't you think? So we're gonna add a little something to it. This is glass. You get this in the floral department at Michael's, and it is it's called vase filler, but it's actually teeny tiny little nuggets of blue reflective glass. So I am just going to drop a few pieces of that glass right here on our little piece, so it kind of decorates it, makes it look a little less naked. And the next thing we're gonna do is pour resin on top of these so it meshes all of this stuff together, okay? So I've already divvied it out somewhere. I'm gonna glove up. Now guys, I use art resin. I'm probably gonna run out of time, so just ditch me when you're ready to move on. But I use art resin. It's a 2-part epoxy to resin all my art pieces, and it's a 50-50 mix. I've already measured out 1 ounce of the resin and 1 ounce of the hardener. Lord have mercy, y'all. I am never gonna live that down. Y'all needed something to wake you up anyway, didn't you? Y'all been crafting too much today. Need a little wake-up call. Okay, now this is the hardener. So it's 2 parts that you mix together for 3 minutes. Isn't that snowman cute? He is so adorable. So I'm gonna say this just in case I get cut off for the next person, because we all have 20 minutes and I'm probably gonna run over. And so Melanie's gonna be forced to move me aside. But if you're blessing this page, if you are doing the S word, sparkling, sprinkling, whatever, if you have done so and said that you sprinkled the page or blessed the page, I'm going to give somebody one of these ornaments. So go and like my Art Shattered page if you are not a Art Shattered follower. Let me know that you did the thing, and we are going to... I know, I can't stop. My stomach is actually like in knots now. It's like, oh my Lord. So I have to mix this for 3 minutes. I'm gonna actually raise this up and talk to you and show you that I'm not a scary person. I am not a scary monster. I don't know how that happened, but I'm gonna mix for 3 minutes. I have to stir this resin so it mixes properly for 3 solid minutes. Then we're gonna just put a little bit of resin on these pieces that holds all the glass together. And then we'll be done. So let's hope I'm in time. I have no idea what time it is. So can somebody tell me what time it is? Yeah, so I had 20 minutes. I started at 3:20 Central, 4:20. So is it 4:40 yet? Thank you guys for sprinkling. And if you don't like my page, we would love to have you over there at Art Shattered on the Facebook. Would love to have you join us. We do a lot of fun stuff. We haven't made any scary faces prior to today. Hopefully that will never happen again. So it's raining so hard, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and point you back down and let's look at these ornaments and get some resin on them before we get booted. Oh, okay, awesome, thanks, Lynn. So I am going to elevate my little pieces on these solo cups because I'm gonna try to avoid resin running over the edge, Sherry. I wanna add just enough resin to cover my glass and cover my ornament without it running over the edge, but this will keep it from settling on the bottom just in case I do that. So I'm just gonna use my stick and drizzle that resin right over the top of my little pieces. Make sure they're all sitting where I want them to be. So I'm just gonna get enough on there. 3 minutes ought to do it. Just get enough on there. Thank you guys for following. Lord. So, you know, I mixed up 2 ounces of resin, but I have lots of things to resin behind me. This is not gonna take hardly any. You could probably do 20 of these pieces with 1 ounce of resin, but I didn't, you know, I was just trying to, I don't know what I was trying to do. I'm just crazy. Oh, okay, so see how, I'm going to show you a little close up. See how where the resin is? You can see that it's covered the glass, but not all the way to the edge. So I'm just going to take my finger. See, if you drowned it with resin, that's when it's going to start rolling off the sides, which is what you don't want. So use a minimal amount of resin. And then once you have your glass covered, you can just use your finger. I'm sorry, I'm getting out of the camera. Just use your finger to spread it over the areas where there is no glass. And then you don't have to worry about those drips all on the back. One more, then we can be done. Okay, same thing with the cute little snowman. I'm just gonna move my resin around, make sure it's all covered. Lord have mercy. And then these have to dry for about 12 hours, guys. The resin, it is a chemical process, so you can't force it dry. It has to dry on its own, and it does take about 12 hours, so don't do this in a place where you can't leave it sitting, okay? Now, normally I would torch these just a little bit with a kitchen torch or a little blowtorch of some sort to get bubbles out, but these don't really have a lot of bubbles, and I'm about out of time, so we're gonna be done with this, and I so appreciate you guys coming and